Hey, girl.
What's up? What's up, y'all? What's happening? I'm Jay.
I'm Tay.
And today we're going to talk to you about Nike's recent ad campaign revolving around the 30th anniversary of the Just Do It movement.
This campaign stars many star athletes such as OBJ, Serena Williams, LeBron James, Shaquille Griffin, Colin Kaepernick being the real controversial one of this ad because he narrates the ad and a lot of people don't
I'll do this. So as many of you know, back in 2016 I believe it was, which is just over 2 years ago, Colin Kaepernick was the quarterback for the San Francisco 49ers. And so to protest police brutality in which people of color were being gunned down in the streets and regular traffic stops to this day, he kneeled during the national anthem.
He was not kneeling due to the flag. That's where a lot of people get confused that he's kneeling to disrespect the flag or anything. He had asked a veteran what he should do, and he asked if he should sit down, and the veteran told him that it would be better if he kneeled, it would be more respectful. So that's what he did, and he's facing crap over it. And it's stupid.
I basically think the misconception that a lot of people are having is that this is about disrespecting the troops. This has nothing to do with disrespecting the troops. In fact, many military personnel support Mr. Kaepernick in his kneeling during the national anthem, which in itself has racist stanzas against mainly colored people.
It's a problematic anthem. It really is. And if you look at the history of the national anthem, when it was created, why it was created, and stuff like that, it is racist at its core. So him kneeling during it isn't to disrespect the flag, because he respects America. He doesn't respect what America is standing for in terms of police brutality and the racism that goes on. Because honestly, when you say that we're a country that's free, freedom means that
the right to do as he's doing.
He's not disrespecting the flag, and it should be free to be human. And a lot of people of color do not feel human in America because we aren't treated the same as the white people. We aren't.
I think one thing everybody's got to realize is that military personnel, they don't swear an oath to the flag or the anthem. That's one thing everyone forgets. They swear an oath to the Constitution, which is the very thing that guarantees our rights. But I would like to remind everybody of one thing. When the Constitution was drafted, there was nothing in there that guaranteed citizenship to people that were not white, male, or landowners. That is relatively a recent thing. And it's really honestly only been, just under 50 years since segregation ended? So for colored people, we've been enduring this kind of second-class citizenship since the onset of America. So this is our way of showing we are just like everyone else.
So not to get off topic, but many people seem to forget that Black Lives Matter movement used to include two in it. That's how it originated, that's how the founders of it made it. So we're not saying that only Black Lives Matter, we're not saying that only people of color matter, we're not saying white people don't matter, we're saying that it has been forgotten that people of color, specifically black people, are also human, also deserve these rights, they should have as much rights as everyone else. And I think that's where a lot of people forget with things like this.
And then you have the movements like the All Lives Matter, which came out a couple months after
because white people were upset.
It's not about saying only Black Lives Matter. It's about, presenting to the rest of America, to the world even, that we are people just like you. At the end of the day, we don't like being gunned down in the streets during simple traffic stops.
Who likes to be gunned down?
And we're only 13% of the total United States population, which is over 325 million. So the rate at which we're being gunned down is
appalling,
very alarming.
So back to this Kaepernick thing. People burning Nike's merch.
Nike don't care.
They don't.
Nike don't care. You already bought it.
You bought it. You bought their shit already.
And the couple million of y'all that are really talking about boycotting, I guarantee you by the next time an Air Max comes out, you're gonna buy it.
You're gonna buy it. Or a white person, probably a nice white athlete, gonna come out with their new collection.
And you're gonna collect.
And guess what you're gonna do? You're gonna buy it. Oh wait, but didn't you remember a couple months ago that Nike was supporting Kaepernick? Right. Okay. So Nike's not losing money from you because
Nike's a global brand.
It's a multinational brand.
Like, do y'all realize?
They make money from a lot of races, not mostly white people.
Like, do y'all realize that there are 7, almost 8 billion people on this planet,
and not a lot of them are white people.
Billions of people cannot afford Nike. And so a couple million people in America not buying their product does nothing. Because Chinese people are obsessed with Kobe Bryant. Guess what Kobe Bryant has? Apparel, shoes, LeBron James, global ambassador basketball, Serena Williams, Cristiano Ronaldo, Neymar. All of these sports giants have contracts with Nike. Nike's not losing any type of money that's gonna realistically cause a dent from them just because a couple million Americans are boycotting their product.
Exactly. They could care less about the few of you that are going to break their stuff. Because guess what? You already bought it. You're just ruining. You're ruining
your own clothes, though.
You're losing your own money at this point. So, moral of the story is, why? Why exactly are you upset that Nike's supporting Kaepernick? Please tell me the reason. Because let's not forget that Tim Tebow kneeled during the national anthem
to protest
the flag. To protest the flag. Because he said himself, in his words, he said, I cannot stand for a flag that allows abortion. Colin Kaepernick never said he could not stand for a flag. He said he could not stand for a nation that allows their people to be gunned down.
And I think the whole misconception that everybody has to realize, for Black Americans, you know, this is our home. We don't have anywhere else to trace back to, like in Africa, because the slave trade really washed away our ethnic
We don't
history.
know where we're from.
And you have people from the islands like Taylor, she's from Jamaica. She can claim another country. Like, that's fair, but she's never gonna really know her ancestral tribe from Africa.
And when people say go back home, I am home.
This is our home.
I can't go back to Africa and look, because I don't know where my ancestry from. I don't know what slave ship the people took my people from. Like, I don't know anything about my ancestry. I just know that my family comes from Jamaica, and that's it. That's the end of it.
We love this country just as much as everybody else, even if there are times when this country doesn't love us back. But this is a simple matter of asking to be recognized on the same level that everyone else is.
This is asking to be human.
Even if we are seen as, you know, equal,
we're not. We're not treated as equal. Some of you may see us as equal and treat us as equal, but there's a lot.
And I applaud all of y'all on that. But there are still people out there that don't see us as equal.
There's so many. And as African American, as African descendant, we have come a long way to fight for our right to be equal, and we're still fighting. And that's why Colin Kaepernick is, honestly, he's one of the greatest people. Because even when all the odds were against him, he has not stopped fighting. He has yet to stop fighting. And I applaud him, because he has all the odds are against him, honestly. And he keeps fighting.
I still frankly think it's a crime that no NFL organization has signed this man. This man is a talented quarterback. This man has been to the Super Bowl. This man has been to 2 NFC conference title games. He's better than half of these quarterbacks that are on these rosters right now, and nobody signed him because he's kneeling in protest of people that look just like him being subjected to systemic racism, being subjected to being gunned down in the street, being subjected to basically being regulated to second-class citizenship in a country that is a first world country, the world superpower, and champions equality and freedom for all. But that's not what we're doing. This country was built off the backs of people that look like me and Taylor, and we get no type of recognition for it.
Ever.
This country was built off of racism, but we as a country have to learn, entering the 21st century,
Time is
changing. The world is shrinking. There is no more black and white.
We're here for a good time, y'all. Not a long time. Not a long time. So
we have to learn how to get along and grow together as a nation. We have so many divisive figures right now that call themselves our leaders, but they're doing more to divide us than bring us together.
So basically, guys, we our job as Americans, as humans, as people who deserve to live, is to stand up to these things. We have to stand up. We have to resist succumbing to such racism and discrimination, prejudice, because if you believe in God, if you don't believe in God, like, no matter what, everyone's supposed to be treated equal. There's not one person who's more important, more valuable to the earth. Like, there's not one person on this earth who deserves to live more than the other. There's not one person on this earth who deserves to have more rights than the other. Because we all come from the same blood, we all started from the same place. All
Africa.
of us. That's the origination of life, you guys. So yeah, some of us, like, we migrate and stuff. That's natural. Like, animals, humans, we move around. We move. You're supposed to migrate and find better opportunities and stuff. That doesn't mean when you migrate to one area you should be discriminated against. America is a first world country, and yet we're still going through things that we shouldn't go through. There's other countries where they have it worse than we do, and I'm very thankful to be here.
Oh yeah.
But it doesn't mean you need to settle. There's no such thing as settling. You guys never settle. This is like a life lesson. Don't settle. You should never have to settle.
As Americans, it's our job to keep moving forward to better our country, better ourselves. And as humans, it's our job to accept and love each other for who we are. Because at the end of the day, we're all humans. We're the only things that we got.
Exactly. We have each other's back. We're not gonna expect freaking chimpanzee to come up and like take care of us. No, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, like, no, what, you expect a tiger to come out of nowhere
and be like, yes, like, it's not the Jungle Book, y'all.
That's not how it is.
It's not the Jungle Book. You ain't gonna get.
It's the real world. You cross the tiger, you're probably gonna get clawed.
That's what I'm saying. So we have to work together. Like, yes, our nation's great, but it can be so much greater if we just came together, worked together, and loved each other the way we should. Because at the end of the day, all we really have is each other, and all we have is love. So
everything is love. Great album, by the way. Y'all gotta check it out if y'all haven't already.
Anyway, so that's the end of the video, guys. Just be nice, love each other, and stand up for what you believe in. Because at the end of the day, if someone else doesn't stand for you, you have to stand for yourself. Who's gonna stand for you if you don't stand for you? You know. So like us, comment below, tell us what you think about the video and what else you want to see, and just tell us about what you think about this topic of Nike and Colin Kaepernick. And stay tuned, there's more. We'll see you next episode. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter. We don't got Facebook yet. We'll leave it in the
description below.
So
still a work in progress, but we got this, y'all.
We're a hot mess, you guys. Just stay with us. But till next time, J and T. Deuces.